get things delivered to my door where I don't have to go out in bad weather or whatever. That's the whole point. But when it comes to what's happened was, I mean, 4 times within a month I've had problems where I've had to go through the rigmarole of returns because the sellers are just laps. If they're not sending them out, they're sending the wrong things, or they're not as described. So you've got to start getting in touch with eBay again, which is not easy because it's all AI, like I say, and get them to ring you back. Right, that's me rant over. I mean, I'm thinking about getting my camera and putting it in front of my TV screen and recording all the problems that I've got and go to the bloke's selling activity and show all the bad feedback that he's got. He's got about, well, when he did it to me with a fake SD card, he had 24 bad feedbacks with a red no entry sign against it. So I looked at that, and when I had finished talking to them on eBay on the phone, I told them that he was still selling, and I asked him why is he still being allowed to sell things when he quite clearly he's selling fake stuff. He's counterfeit micro SD cards. And the woman I spoke to on the phone says, right, okay, I'll look into this. And when I went back online, I looked at his feedback again, and it was down to 28, 29. So he's still selling fake stuff. He's still being allowed to rip off the public, or try to rip them off. And they're having to go through the same thing I went through, having to send returns, print off labels, go to the post office. I'm bloody sick of it. So I was going to make a video of it, record it on my computer screen and upload it to my YouTube channel to embarrass them into doing something about it. Because it just basically shows you that they're just corporations, that's all about the money. It's got nothing to do with for you, the people, and then obviously you're paying for their services to use their advertising, so you have to pay for it anyway. And they all set it up so they get their money straight away. Like when I put an offer in for something, they've got it set up so they can just take me money straight away for if it's accepted. And the other thing is, when you're paying for using their services to sell things on eBay, once again they set it up so that your account, the money just goes straight through. So like I say, that's just a big corporation that's only interested in the money and not the customer satisfaction. Alright, well, I hope you're enjoying the views that I'm getting just walking through the forest here. And the only thing I can hear is his breath when he's puffing and panting going past us. On the odd occasion I'm getting sounds of birds. It sounds like there's rain hitting the canopy. Like droplets of rain. So as you can see down there is the River BLYTH. I'm still following it along, and it's down there to my left. And eventually you come to the dam, and then, like I say, after the dam you keep going, and then you eventually pass underneath a railway viaduct. Just like you do on the river, what do you call it? At BLYTH. The Wansbeck River, Wansbeck, that's what I'm trying to think of. Now, when it's been pissing during the rain, all these channels are filled with water coming running down the hill down here, and then going through the plastic pipes underneath, and then going down there to meet the main river, as usual. Like I say, but I mean, that's the advantage when you come after there's been rain, you've got more like water running. The river's wider and faster and running fast. But that's when you've got to put up with the mud, thick, waterlogged pathways. So you cannot walk along here with white training shoes on. Not unless you're stupid. He must have gone up the bank or down the bank. He's disappeared out of sight. You hear the water running along there, going over some rocks. Hi son! How? I don't like it when he's disappeared too long. Hi son! Right, so there's another thing that you notice when you come along. There's an old rampart to do with a bridge that used to go across the river there. It's about, what, 25 foot tall, thick, and there's the other one on the other side. It's got like a little hole in it. Right, so this is obviously a very popular dog walking spot. Hi son! Hi! So there's a rampart here, there's a rampart in the middle of the river, and then the other one is on the opposite side, you can see it. Hi son! Oh, I think I'm seeing there now. He's about 200 yards ahead, in the middle of the path, sniffing stomach. Hi son! Come on then! How? Come on! I should be getting close to the, when you do pass these ramparts, just look how thick that is, to hold the weight of a bridge going across the river. I think once you pass that, you get close to where the dam is. I think the dam is coming up there now. It's like I say, it's been a while since I've been along here, so it's nice to come and re-explore after a while. So once again, if you come back to the same place over and over and over again, yes, I can see the water running down the break in the wall, the dam wall, just there, look on the left. Whitewater Rapids. Good boy, son, good boy. So the water gets pushed right round to the far side, where you can see the Whitewater Rapids running down the channel at the far end. Good boy, son, good boy. Oh, more tea, Vicar. Good boy, son. Good boy. Right, so obviously, if you look down there, you can see metal grating over what is the fish steps for allow fish to get back up river easier instead of trying to jump up the ramp, which is quite high and hard for them to do. So that created these fish steps down there on the left, look, where they just skim up the top of the water and get up that way, because it's not steep and it helps them get back up river for spawning purposes. But there's your Whitewater Rapids coming where it's gone right, push right round the far side and then dropping down. So when it's been raining once again, all that's spectacular. Somebody got one of them throwaway tents by the looks of things for camping out down here. And so people scramble down there and just go down to the bottom of the river and have a look along. I normally go past this bit of a gateway, step over the grating and drop down on the half moon wall and go right down the far side, so I'm in the middle of the river and record. But I don't want to do that when I've got the dog, because you can imagine that if his legs go down in the grating, because he will follow us, I know that for a fact, so I can't do it when I've got the dog. Right, so you can see it more clearly now here now. So obviously the water rises and just overflows the wall, skims down and continues downstream. but the excess gets pushed over to the right hand side there, and as you can see it's all dropping down over the rocks. Once again, human mess, chocolate wrappers, carrier bags, crisps and nuts, make a right mess. And like I say, it's annoying when you're a dog lover and you come across a beach where it says no dogs allowed between such and such September, blah 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 blah, and then it's humans that make the right mess. They leave their throwaway barbecues, and just any general rubbish, the food packets that they bring, the beer bottles, beer cans. Right, so that's the dam. Good boy, son, good boy. Right, so the river's a bit deeper here, leading down towards where you go over the dam. There's a little picture of it there, look. Right, through the flowers. Now, normally, when you come past the dam and you want to continue along this path, like I say, when it's been raining for a few days on and off, these pathways just get absolutely covered in mud and water, soft mushy water. You slip and slide in the pathways because there's that much mud and water. So you've got to have good walking boots on. Get your stick, son. Yeah, get your stick. Get a stick. Good boy. Good boy. He's got his nose to the ground. He's stiff. He's got the scent of something. Good boy, son. So just getting back to how I got here, I came along the A1 past the metro centre. I came along to junction 80, took the slip road up, and the road bends round the right round in a half circle. You come to the traffic lights, big huge roundabout, and you bear left and go onto the 1068, and then just follow that right away along, heading for as if you're going to Plessy Woods. But eventually you get to a second roundabout where it says A192 off to the right. I took that roundabout right around 3 o'clock, and then it takes you down to a little slip road down to Shank House, Bog Houses or something they call it. And that's where I take a shortcut across instead of going to the big huge roundabout and turn on the left. I go down there, go up the other side to the T-junction and turn left. Then I start dropping down to where I park the car. There's a certain part on the this pathway as well where there's a tree smack in the middle of the path, and it's all tree roots, and you can see where bikes have skidded around it, and that's one of the real bad parts where it's usually full of mud. So see if I can see it and say that's it. This is what I remember. But at the moment, like I say, because we've had days of hot sun, so the earth is drying up now and the water seeping into the ground, so it's all nice and dry to walk along dead easy. Well, getting back to what's happening in the world and all with Trump and the White House, this, that and other. The new dates that we've been given, I mean, it's getting beyond a joke now, because they keep telling you things that's going to happen. And look out for this and watch out for your banks and this, that, and that, for debt forgiveness and stuff. And it never comes about. So you get sick and tired of like mentioning things in case it doesn't happen and you make it look like a bloody fool. But the new dates now for to look out for is 15th onwards of July. So Nasara and Jassara have officially been signed in, and we're supposed to be getting debt forgiveness, where we're going to get our back tax money and stuff like that we've been ripped off with for years and years and years. And we're all going to get the money put into our QFS accounts automatically, so it'll be there. So once we get our appointments to go to the redemption centres for those people who have got currency to exchange, and when you go for the exchange, people who have got money to exchange can make appointments for to go and get on the med beds to help cure you of all your ailments that we've got. Good boy, son. Come here, come here, come here, come here. There you are. Good boy, you're panting away, son, because you've never stopped since we brought the car. I know you're making up for being in the house, but slow down, son. I don't want you getting over hot. He's just stopped in front of us again, so I've ended up kicking him in the legs. He quickly shot off. But he has to learn that if he stops dead in front of us, I'm going to walk into him. And therefore, you just know, once it happens a few times, they'll learn. It's like give them a quick tap on the leg when you're walking along, trying to pull them back on a leader. You know, give them a tap on the leg, and they slow down, stop pulling. Supposedly, anyway. That's how it's supposed to work. But good luck with that with him. Express train here. Freight, well, I call him the freight train because he's just dead weight on a rolling downhill, no brakes. That's how I describe my dog. Right, I think this is it. Where there's trees in the middle of the path and you've got pathway either side of it, and it's usually caked in mud.